your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, so you make me strong. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the
See you guys.
This could be for sorting. Yes.
Okay.
The green, the dark green.
Yeah.
This one society colors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Saan ba?
Dito. Yeah. Hold it, yeah, it's hold.
No.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hey, love you anak ko. Happy birthday.
Love you. Ilagay natin yung sauce mo.
And most of the people did their hands up on epoxy cutters. Are you scared? Just let me know
Do you like the mango taco?
This is mango sticky rice.
Yeah, this one is mango stick rice and we have mango taco. Diba dad? Perfect pa.
I swear, I'm gonna run away. Hard. Ready na po ba ang lahat? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. One more. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Hep, hep! Hooray! Oh, kamate.
Stars fell out, the moon turned gray. The wind keeps whispering your name my way. I've counted the hours, I folded the time, but nothing brings you back to Still see your friends from time to time. They say you're doing fine. I smile and hold my breath and count to 10. Wish I could say the same. Wish I could say the same. But I've been sleeping with the light on dim. The dark feels heavier without